All right, we're going to continue looking at circle graphs and specifically when you have to work out areas of triangles. It's common-ish as a question. So let's take a moment to read it, pause the video and have a go. And then I'm going to show you how to work it out. Okay, keep it paused if you need more time. I am going to now start talking through the question. So the first thing is there's no diagram given, so it would make sense to draw a diagram. For GCSE, circles will always be given to you with the center at the origin. So in this case, we can just draw a circle or sketch one out, like I've just got one on the screen here. Not perfectly drawn, but good enough. And then we've been told a few things about this circle. In particular, the equation here, and the radius is root 40. So radius equals root 40, which we can simplify to root 4 root 10, which is 2 root 10. So that's the length of the radius. We may or may not need that later. And at point A, there's a tangent. So there's a tangent to the circle at point A, and A is 2, 6. That's the coordinates of that tangent. So that's telling you that you're going to go some space along and then somewhere up. So it doesn't actually matter if you do it here or here or here. It's just in this quadrant. So I'm just going to label that 2, 6. And we also obviously have a tangent. So let's draw that tangent line. It's going to look something like that. And we can see the tangent has a negative gradient and the y-intercept is positive because you have to go up from the origin, and the x-intercept is also positive here. So there's the x-intercept and there's the y-intercept. At the y-intercept, x is 0. At the x-intercept, y is 0. So you're told that the line L crosses the x-axis at P, so that's this point here. So we're just going to label that P. And let's just put the brackets in for that. So P has coordinates of the x value we don't know, so we're just going to call that x2, and the y value is 0, so it's x2, 0. We've been asked to work out the area of triangle OAP. So OAP. So this is the triangle that we want. And we know that if we go 2 along and 6 up, we end up at the top of the triangle. So that's basically the height. So the area of a triangle is half times base times perpendicular height. Well, half is just already a half. The base length is this length here that we don't know. It's basically this x value that we're going to need to work out. So I'll leave that as a blank, as a square. And the height is 6. So now we're going to work out the equation of the tangent, because that will help us work out what the x-intercept is. So let's work out the gradient of the radius first. That will help us work out the gradient of the tangent, and that will be enough for us to work out the equation of the tangent. So m subscript r, so the gradient of the tangent, I'll make that red. So the gradient of that is equal to delta y over delta x. So changing y over changing x. Well, y is 6, x is 2, so it's going to be 6 over 2, which is 3. So that's the gradient of the red radius. M of t, so gradient of the tangent, which is the blue line, let's do that in blue, is equal to the negative reciprocal of 3. So that's going to be negative 1 over 3. It's not really much of a calculation to show with that. It's just negative 1 over 3. Now, we know that this coordinate here belongs to both, exists on the tangent and on the circle. So we're going to treat that as one of our coordinates that we've been given. So we've got x1, y1 is equal to 2, 6. So we now have enough information to work out the equation of a line using the formula. So y minus y1 equals m brackets x minus x1. Y minus 6, that's from here, is equal to gradient, which is negative 1/3 brackets x minus 2. expand the brackets out and rearrange and simplify. So y minus 6 equals negative 1/3 x. And then negative 1/3 times negative 2 is going to be positive 2/3. We're going to add 6 to both sides. So plus 6 plus 6. So y is equal to negative 1/3 x plus, and then we'll just leave it as 6 2/3 for now. That is the equation of this tangent here. And we need to work out this coordinate on the tangent. So we're going to set y as equal to 0 here. So let's do that up here. So when y equals 0, we get 0 equals negative 1/3 x plus 6 2/3. We're going to add 1/3 x to both sides. So 1/3 x is equal to 6 2/3. We can multiply both sides by 3. And that's going to give us x equals, so 6.6 recurring times 3 is going to give you 20. And that is the coordinate here. That's what we just found is x2. That's going to be 20. So if you know that's 20, that's also this distance here, because 20 units to the right. So we're going to put that into our formula here. And then this is a nice easy calculation to do. It's going to be a half times 20 is 10. 10 times 6 is 60. So 60 units squared is the area of, this time I can maybe highlight the triangle. This is the triangle that we want, this green triangle. All right, I hope that was useful. Smash the like button, hit subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know.
No!